Welcome to the Black Sea Resort of Sochi, host to Russia's first ever Formula One race. The drivers are getting ready, so let's join them for the start of the Russian Grand Prix. It's time to go racing then in the Sochi Autodrome, where the long run down to the heavy braking zone at turn 2 is one of 2 DRS zones around this 3.6 mile circuit. The other, of course, down into turn 13. 18 corners make up a lap here today, with an average speed somewhere in the region of 130 miles an hour. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. I'm your host, Simi Skate. With me, as always, yes, the trusty Steed. I don't think he likes me saying that, but it is the stat man himself. How's he? How are you there, brother? Good morning, good evening to you, my friend.
Yes, good evening, everybody. Good morning if you're tuning in overseas. Nice to have you all with us as we kick off round 2 of the European side of the division. Quick hello to the boys in the chat. Obviously, Callum, Tyler, Rams are in there. Blue Dog.
Blue Dog,
boys.
Blue Dog's up. His house was shaking at 7 a.m. And I think he's enjoying the intro there, maybe a little bit. Xerxes. Xerxes is in the chat doing the Xerx thing. We wish all the drivers very well. We've got Junior in there, aka Mini Ramsell. He's in there as well. And you can see all these boys. They're out here on track. In the lobby, of course. And full grid, which is fantastic to see. And all full-time drivers, which is even better. And there you go. So how's these boys? I mean, Russia. We did touch on it early doors with the Aussie stream, of course, there, mate. But we are both fans of this one here, my friend. And the 220 average kilometre. I'll say that again there, Housey. Average speeds of 220 kilometres per hour, or thereabouts of 130 mile per hour. So, it is a very, very quick circuit, this one here, mate, and a very technical sector 3, of course, that tends to throw a lot of guys out for 6. But we've got a couple of other lads joining the chat, and one of the new kids on the block as well is Sir Young Tommy. There he is. There, evening lads, evening Young Tommy. We do hope you're well there, mate. And Joftas giving us a weather update. It's going to be dry. So, no weather to hamper this one here, Housey, which is fantastic to see. We've got the 3rd place man in the championship last season, of course, that being Slothy Boy and Ebenings. Evening, Slothy.
He's got my spelling. I've got my spelling glitch.
Yeah, I think so, mate. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, get him out, as we did touch on pre-stream, Housey. Get him out of the way. Get him out of the way nice and early, of course. And, we've got Callum Tyler as well, of course. Just being a bit of a bit facetious, is Callum. But, there you go. Kaiser out there on track. He was the first one to blink here in this Q1 session, Housey. And, just prepping his car ever so nicely. Trying not to take too much life out of those soft compounds. But, of course, Q1, very early doors, all about survival, Housey. And we do touch on that every week. Just to remind everybody out there, of course, what is going on. Kaiser, Team Rothmans, mate. Here he goes.
Yep, we'll get us underway, as you said. Turn 3, 1. Or 3, turn 1. Jesus Christ. Bad start. 3, turn 1. Down into turn 2 then. The right hand up. Watch the exit here. That sausage curve just on the left. He misses it nicely. Long sweeping left-hander of turn 3 then. Then that's where the track starts to get a little bit more technical into this right-hander of turn 4. We're going to go right and right and right and right and right for a bit here. So we're down into 5. Easy to run out wide there on the exit. Through this little kink of 6. Into 7. Again, easy to run out wide there, but there's plenty of space. Into the left-hander of turn 8 and 9, the second part of it. Actually classed as 2 corners there. Right-hander of turn 10. Past Bopton's wall on your right-hand side. Up to the second DRS zone. Here.
We're going to run with
This little
Bobton's.
King's
Are we going
yeah,
to
we're
run
running
with?
it.
Yeah,
We're
with
running.
him
We're
in
running
the
it. Yeah,
okay,
we're
fair
running
enough. Well, good cheerio to you too, Bobton.
it. Yep. Through 13, then through 14, that left-hander. Now this is that technical part of the track that Skate said earlier, this sector 3, this corner here can catch you a lot out. We was reminiscing about the days earlier where you can slide through it, so that was turn 16. This will be 17, pit entry on the inside there, and then the final corner, turn 18. Get our first lap on the board from Kaiser, a 32.130.
Energetics was behind him though, Housey. He says a 1 minute 32.7. P2 for now, of course. Got Mini Ramsell or Junior, aka Junior. I'm going to call him Junior. Out there on track, of course, the son of the chiropractor, Ramsell. And, well, we've got our championship winner from last season, of course, Housey. Out there on track, just trying to pick up who is next. Your boy Andenge is out there as well in Sector 1. Bloomstar's about to complete a lap here, mate. Yes, this is Cat F1, folks. And that is the livery that they've created, and Bloomstar sets a 1 minute 33.3. He will probably have another crack at this one. Mini Ramsell's coming around the last corner now here, mate. Let's just see what he can do. This young fella does have some speed. He sets a 1 minute 31.4. Not too bad to start off, and I did miss Pillars' lap, but that's a great time from the infamous one. There, excuse me, VFR Pillars, 1 minute 30.8, and at the moment puts him on top of that timing chart. We've got Pease out there who is unfortunately invalidated. He'll have to have another crack. Oh, no, he must have done that right at the end of his lap because the track map is red, so he'll have to go again. We've got Callum Tyler's just getting himself underway, Housey, and your boy Andenge is about to finish this lap off, so I'll leave. Oh, no! Well, Andenge, what a save! And there you go. So he'll have to probably go again. Oh, no, he's around again. He's around again. And, well, there you go. So, Andenge just a bit hot rear tyres there and around he went. But we've also got, oh, thank you very much, Sir Young Tommy. Woohoo! He's subscribed. Young Tommy's put his hand in his pocket. Thank you, Young Tommy. Thank you very, very much, mate. Much appreciated. Well, I do apologise, folks. Well, the track mappers seem to have cleared up for Pease. And, well, this lap will count, of course. So, well, who is next on a lap there, Housey? Is it Pease?
I believe it's Mazespin. Just coming into the final corner now, yeah. Let's see what he does. I've got him over the line. He's already done a lap, but he does improve a 32.6. For him then, we've got Bloomster about to cross the line. He was also set a lap, runs a bit wide, but does improve a 32.5. Stays in P4. One of the Rothmans about to take the flag. I'm not sure whether that's... It's Droftus just starting a lap, so it will be... Mini Ramsell was invalidated. It must be Pease now, surely. Yep, it will be.
Whoa, hang on a minute. Oh, I do apologise there, Housey. While we are watching the, well, the champ from last season complete his lap with a 1 minute 30.6, nice. DJ Death Dragon has just offered 2 subscriptions to the community. Come on, DJ. Oh, that's a poor Arnie accent, but hopefully you get on the podium and you can do one for us. And he's gifted 2 subs, one to Coyote, the other one to 4MULA4Racing. Oh, he's gifted one. He's gifted one to the Bitcoin God. that being 2.5 and well 2.5. Come on, mate. He doesn't need no handouts, but DJ, thank you very much. And well, that's a bit of an in-house joke. I do apologise there, guys. But DJ, what an absolute legend. 2 gifted subs. But yes, we're currently watching Xerxes out there on track at the moment, mate. This is Team Capri. He's on the mediums, yeah. Well, there's a couple of lads out there on the mediums, of course. Droftas as well on the mediums, who is just behind him, I do believe. So we'll flick to him in a little bit. But as soon as Xerxes sets this valid lap, of course, and let's just see what he can do. This looks not too bad for a set of mediums, a 131.7. Not too shabby at all. Droftas will be next. The Newportonian, a.k.a. the Hunter, is about to set his time of a 1 minute 31.3. I'll tell you what, Housey, that's impressive on a set of mediums.
Yep. What was that? Wow. A little bit to go. They've got a bit more out of these mediums, I'm sure. To be honest, we'll see in Q2, I'm sure, but I expect them to drop at least a second off that time, or there or thereabouts. Personally. Callum's invalidated then, so who is the cat behind? It's P's just coming in, so the other Texaco driver, who is that?
We are with Curtis at the moment. I think those boys.
Curtis, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Yeah, I think those boys are on outlaps, and well, I Am Sloth is just sort of at the end of Sector 1 right about now. How's he? Excuse me. So
Yep.
here comes Curtis. Of course, sets a 1 minute 31.6. We've also got Ramsell out on track, just getting himself underway. Who was that there? Who was?
All shot down. All
Oh,
shot down.
Mr.
Go
Monday, I do apologise,
32.
mate. He sets a 1 minute 32.4, and that gets him on the board, of course. Slothy has invalidated. You'll have to have another crack at it. And Dan's getting himself underway again there. He's got Just Mikey. There's Just Mikey in front of All Shot Down. So maybe All Shot Down doing the teammate thing and giving Mikey a bit of a toe there. Not too sure. But we'll flick back up to Ramsell because I believe he is furthest along on a run here, mate.
Yep. I think you're right. Pick him up myself here.
Well, that is Team Texaco. Texaco Racing, folks. And, well, that is the team. That is DJ Death Dragon's team. Ramsell, I Am Sloth, and Callum Tyler. They are the boys that make up this one. And we are currently watching the chiropractor Ramsell hugging that wall right alongside Bopton's corner there, Housey. And poor Bopton. I feel so.
Disqualified.
Oh, Curtis
is out.
Curtis is out.
I don't know where he was on the track, but he's obviously driving the wrong way. That was the exit of turn... What is that? 9? 10? That is around by Bopton's wall, actually.
Yes, certainly.
Somewhere around there.
Somewhere.
He's going the wrong way.
That is the reference point, is it? Anyway, here comes the chiropractor.
godmother.
132.3, and yes, the godmother of the league is there in the chat. How are you? Good to see you in there supporting the boys. And, well, buckle up for this one. In for an absolute beauty here at the Sochi Autodrome here in Russia, of course. The extremist out there on track as well, Housey. Where is Slothy Boy? Oh, bit of a tank slapper from Slothy. He's on the back straight, just gone by Bopton's wall. Good morning, Bopton, if you're around. But, well, there you go. Blame Housey, my friend. But Sector 2 and, well, 105.2 is where he's there and thereabouts. He is Housey. So, we'll just see how he goes. Oh, he's very, very loose in the back end at the moment is Sloth, of course. Just probably getting his eye in. Still plenty of time left in this one.
Oh, Mini Ram.
7. Oh, Mini Ram. No, he's probably retired in the garage, has he?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon he has. Yeah, Junior has retired, of course. But Sloth sets a 1 minute 31.9 and gets him out of trouble for now is Sloth.
Extremists next, bud. And just while we've got you there, just Mikey had set a lap time of 32.440 to put himself P12 a few moments earlier.
Thank you, Housey. So
Bannister, no, sorry, it's Ramsell afterwards.
The extremist did set a lap, mate, a 132.8. Here comes the chiropractor, 132.1. P9. P9. We're going to see, maybe going to see, he's going to give us something that we wanted to see last week.
We want that battle.
We want it so much. We want it so much, mate. The battle between father and son. And I wonder if he reaches
You know when it's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah,
you
well,
know it's going to happen. It's going to happen in the middle of the race when there's absolute kicking off at the front, and we can't pull ourselves away with it. And they're going to be nose to tail somewhere a little bit further down the field. No disrespect to them. I mean, I hope it's the battle for the front, but that's what's going to happen. And then we're going to be like, what do we do?
No, I tell you, I think the dead giveaway would come up saying, Mini Ramsell has left the session. The old man's pulled the plug. Anyway.
Bannister then sets a 32.3, puts himself P12, does the Bannister. Nice opening lap for him. Sir Young Tommy, the new boy, getting himself underway, I believe.
He certainly is, yeah.
So
but
we'll watch him for a minute.
Yeah, I've got my eye on DJ Death Dragon at the moment, of course. Well, one of the two Dutchmans, and well, disqualified Curtis for staying out of the way. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. That is the game. All Shot Down has left the session, so well, that's what come up. Yeah, I don't know, mate.
Yeah, 14th at the moment. Maybe he needs an invite, do you think? Because he's still sat in the pits.
Yeah, we'll get him an invite.
Let me do that. I'll see if I can do it in the background. You take over for a second.
Yeah, not a problem, mate. So currently watching DJ Death Dragon, as you can tell at home, folks. And yes, he is on the medium compound. A couple of lads doing that, of course. DJ sets a 1 minute 32.0. Puts in P10 for now. We'll quickly flick down to Sir Young Tommy. And there he is, one of the new kids on the block, as we did touch on before. Yes, that is Team Old Spice, folks. And while Sir Young Tommy, a pot 2 driver, of course, in there with Xerxes and, well, a few others as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there we go. Anyway, Sir Young Tommy in Sector 3. And this corner here, this one and the next one, tends to catch a lot of people out. But no. Sir Young Tommy doing a stellar job. That looks like it's on rails, Housey. Absolutely sending it. Let's just see how good this one is. He just wants to get safe. Nothing to get too excited about just yet. But there you go. Sets a 1 minute 31.4. Sir Young Tommy, that is a lot better, mate.
Yep, Energetics, Mini Ramsel, the other two guys in pot 2, just for your information.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, you know when you have those moments, it's just blank. I tend to have them quite a lot more these days.
Yeah. And also in pot 2 is some people. Allshot must be having a bit of a difficulty here because he's gone again. I've sent him another invite though. I'm on it.
No worries, mate. Yeah, DJ Death Dragon. Well, it looks like, I'm not too sure what he's doing. Is he going to go again? Is he going to go again? It looks like he is. And we're just going to ride on. Oh, bit of a tank slapper from DJ coming around that last corner. He does improve by 0.2 of a second. A 131.8 puts in P9. P9, the extremist is throwing that one in the pit lane. And Sir Young Tommy is out there as well. But if we're to believe that, he's definitely slower. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. We've got a couple of boys out there on outlaps. Of course, I Am Sloth is, well,
I think he's going to be the first one to start a lap, isn't he? Slothy boy.
He's just getting his eye in, his Slothy boy. And, yeah, well, I mean, excuse me, yeah, he's sitting there P11 there, which is uncharacteristic for Sloth. And, yes, we'll just see how he goes, of course. Yes, just prepping his car, and here he goes. I Am Sloth. Here he goes.
Let's see then. Let's see what he can do. We all know he's very capable. Obviously not too much of a challenge there through that kink, although we'll watch out for it at the start of the race. It can be a bit of a pinch point there. It can cause a few dramas. Runs out a little wide, trying to use all the space available with Sloth. Keeping it nice to the inside here, hugging that apex. Even dabbling the wheel over the line into the right-hander. Stays off that sausage curb. A little bit wide, but again, using the track. It's all clean driving at the moment. Takes a nice apex there on that inside. Beautiful line from Sloth. Again here, yeah, just about the right. I tell you what, that's pinpoint, isn't it?
Was
Slothy
it?
Boy.
Was it?
Right
What?
Right on the money.
I was on his back wing, mate, watching that rear right, of course. That is the one that tends to go out of bounds a little bit. And, well, spot on the money from the Irishman. On the back straight is the lad. Let's just see how he fares at the second sector. Oh, Slothy Boy's on it. He's on it. He's 3 and a bit tense up here, Housey. But this is the part of the lap that makes or breaks it. And he looks like he's, well, he's got it all sorted.
Right, Apexes have been absolutely phenomenal. Maybe just miss that one a touch compared to the rest throughout the rest of the lap. I am being very, very picky there. Maybe again a little bit there. Gets that one again spot on.
There he is. That's a lot better from the lad. And yes, went out on those used sets, of course. Yes, a 131.4 from the lad. We've got Mazepin out there on track, just starting a lap. Who is next? Bannister just completes his run. 132.3, stays P15. Also got the Kaiser out there as well. He is on a lap. There's a Capri also. I do believe that is just Mikey on an outlap. Or it could possibly be Zerx. He's not too sure. Thanks, mate.
In front of him is Mikey. Mikey in front of him. And then, obviously, Andenge and Allshot behind him, I think. Dropped us on an out lap too, so we'll get another lap from Dropped us. That is Zerx. The other Cadbury's car.
Well, there you go. Look at. I'll tell you what. Look at this. Now the two Cadbury boys, they're both on a lap, but Denge, and your boy plays this team game. And Denge, I tell you what, absolutely love it. I reckon he's probably.
He
He's
doesn't play the team game. I'll just retract that. He just plays the end game. He just plays the end game. It's just him.
well, I
Class.
mean, mate, that is unbelievable. He does that. He gives his teammates toes down that straight. And that is fantastic to see. Xerxes would appreciate that one. But the man himself, the graphics god out there on track, runs a little bit wide. The game says, you can keep that one, son. But there you go. Let's just see how he goes. Of course, he's about to, go by Bopton's corner, has he? And there it is there for you people. Oh, no. Zerx, I was going to say, for you people out there on the right-hand side, that is Bopton's Racing. Bopton's corner. But yes, anyway, unfortunately, Xerxes did invalidate. He'll have to go again, will the lad? He is sitting at the moment, P8, quite comfortably safe. So maybe
just Mikey here. We've got to that point. So just Mikey, just about across the line. He's in the drop zone. He stays in the drop zone. Sorry. Callum about to come across the line as well. We've failed to notice that the clock's
ticked down. We certainly did.
Down,
Callum living. Oh, Callum.
He's got himself out.
He got himself. He got himself out. A 1 minute 32.0 and Callum, wowee. Oh, mate, that would have been. I reckon he had his heart in his mouth, did the lad. And, well, I mean, there you go. There you go. Survives the session. Pulls himself out. P14 for Mr. Callum Tyler with a 1 minute 32.010, if you don't mind. And, well, that is this session done. That is this session. Allshot couldn't select the car. Does Allshot still... Does he still need invites? I can still...
No, I think it kicked him out, so he came back and then he couldn't select his car again, so he left and then I invited him back and he came back just to drive it, and I don't think he can get in his car, so hopefully he can get in his car for the race.
I dare say he should do.
I think you probably will be able to.
Yeah, that is an absolute shame. Well, I mean, there's no surprise though, is there? I mean, there is no surprise. We're something used to with games. Anyway, here we go. The knockout zone, of course. We did see, well, we've lost the chiropractor. We did miss that one. Ramsell is out. Just Mikey out. Allshot down, out. Mazepin and Curtis. Curtis was disqualified for, well, doing the right thing and letting people buy, and the game said, no, you don't.
Again.
And,
you see it all the time. Let's promote good racing. Get out of the way, guys, please. Oh, no, actually, wait a minute. You've got out of the way and got disqualified. Yeah, cheers for that.
That's right, yeah. Or you see somebody make an error on track. I think I've seen it happen to Blue Dog once or twice where he's gotten out of the way of when he's trying to rejoin, just doing the right thing. And the game's whacked him with a 10-second penalty, the poor guy. And it's just like, what? But anyway, we'll push on. We've got a Q2 session here rolling underway. And, well, there you go. 15 drivers. We're going to lose 5 of them at the end of this one, Housey, as you are well and truly aware. But there you go. So, well, interesting to see who will make it, who will not. But we've got already some action out there. Who is going to... That's going to be Pillars. For sure, that'll be Pillars. And, well, he likes to blink first, usually in most sessions. We'll just wait and see if it is him. No, it is not. It was a Texaco. It was DJ. DJ first to blink. Yeah. Here we go. In a Q2 session at Russia. Yes, he certainly has. I reckon probably DJ just wants a little bit of airtime. And we'll give him that too, of course. Yes, Texaco Racing. Excuse me, folks. That is the livery that the boys have designed. And, well, there's a bit of metallic in that I've just noticed too there, Housey. Look at it when it shines up against the sun. Ooh.
Yeah.
That might...
I think you'll notice it more under the light, but...
That might be a bit special under lights. This is the first time I'm actually noticing the metallic in the paint of the Texaco. And, well, under lights, this might be a bit of an eye-opener. And, well, let's just see how DJ fares, of course. Don't want to take too much life out of these softs on your out lap. Just prep it. The lap is nice and long. Don't want to put too much energy into them, of course. You've got a long back straight. Pretty much the Sector 3 warms up the boots anyway. So, well, just take it nice and steady, of course, is what DJ is doing. And let's just see how he gets on, of course. We've got a lot of boys out there on track, of course. Got the extremist, Sir Young Tommy. Drofdas Pillars, excuse me, is out there. And Kaiser, of course. DJ is the lead car. We'll stick with him.
Yep, currently 7th in the championship is DJ. was not doing too bad after the opening round. Obviously, like you said, fantastic guy earlier, as you mentioned. He's normally up for a good laugh, is DJ. So let's see what he can do then. Rounds the final corner, gets himself underway. A little bit of traffic just about to exit the pits. I think that must be Peas, is it? No, it's not Peas. It might be Extremist. Should hopefully just stay nicely out of the way on the inside there. He doesn't get involved, so it's nice to see. DJ taking that first corner nicely, not too much curb. Yeah. Ironic. Yep, it's Droftus next. I'm on board at the moment, just coming through the technical last sector. Been not too bad of a lap so far for him. He's got the mediums on though. DJ had the softs on, so let's see if he actually going to 100% complete this lap. Is Droft. Looks like he's going to. Does so with a 31.5 on the medium. Who's the Old Spice across the line? Kaiser across the line as well. Oh yeah. And guess what we've got? Yeah. What one thing that's a god certainty. So there's 2 cars on the back straight. Yeah, any guess who was the car in the lead? Oh yeah, well done. Teammate Xerxes behind him, about to come round the final corner now on the medium tyre. Junior. It's going to be Junior. Ooh, nice. It was Bannister. Yep, there he goes. Soft over piece. Yeah, got the medium tyre. Nice. I love the way it matches the delivery. It's beautiful when that happens. Dot gets lost in the purple sector nicely. So let's see how he can. Yeah. It's one I never mentioned in the draw scenario when we was talking about it. Actually, I never mentioned purple on purple because I didn't think about that, to be honest with you. But here we go then. Andenge goes P3, look, a 31.0 on the medium. Not a bad time. Really?
Well, folks, I've just
Thank
made
you,
a
Callum.
monument. Thank you, Callum.
We were.
I've
Yeah,
just.
you missed all that. Jesus. Really? How
Well,
long?
as you can probably imagine, folks, I don't shut up, and I'll be talking that whole time. And when Callum wrote, "Can't hear myself," well, I mean, I just looked at the screen and the error. I was on mute. Anyway, energetics about to get us underway. How's he? Whoa, he's gone wide. Is it going to count? It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
No, it doesn't
It
count.
doesn't count. And this one's done as well. Oh, energetics took his eye off the prize, and he's going to pay for it too. Callum Tyler out there. I can't believe I've done that. Holy moly. How's he? We've missed him.
I'm sorry. I can't bail you there because obviously I could hear you, so I could hear you the whole time. So it's been absolutely fine. We've been having a right good old time, ladies and
it's been
gentlemen.
a great old. I mean, I'm sorry you missed it. There's some quality moments, but
Gave away your bank account number and everything.
It's Droftas getting himself underway, of course, out there on a time run. Energetics, where is he? Yes, he's still got to go again. So, Droftas is the lead car on a lap at the moment. He's on the softs, of course. He's done a 31.5 for now, and there's still plenty of time left in this one. Can't believe I've done that, mate. Well, anyway, we'll push on, Housey. But, I was going to say, as I was saying before, for those... Well, I've already said it. I've got to repeat myself. Well, the stat man himself, if you've got the pleasure of knowing him, he's got the Bible, of course, and, Xerxes is trying to get him on to the technology side of things, and, an old dog, new tricks, and I'm a bit in the same boat, Housey, but only round 2, and, I'm sure the Bible is getting thicker by the day, but yes, Droftas.
That's brilliant.
Currently out there, and I
Mini
can't.
Ramsel then.
Well, what have I done? Oh, it must be morning.
That's
brilliant. It must be morning, anyways. Well, there you go.
We can let you off. We all love you still. Don't worry.
Thanks, mate.
This is a good job mine wasn't muted, otherwise it really would have been like radio silence.
Well, I
mean, maybe some people were wishing for it to be.
Well, Callum
Tyler, they've got the wrong guy muted.
Callum, come on, nothing like that, mate. Callum Tyler, thank you very much, mate. What a legend, what a lifesaver. Thank you, Callum. But Droftas sets a 1:30.7, puts in P3 for now, Housey, as we'll fire up towards the end of this Q2 session. DJ Death Dragon currently out there as well. 5 minutes to go, as you did say. Yes. Who else is there? Energetics in the pit lane. So I was right. It will be DJ. Who will be next? And this is Texaco Racing. He is 900ths up on his previous best there, Housey. Sector 3, and DJ looks pretty comfortable through there, Housey. Nice and easy does it. So let's just see how he goes. One more corner after this one to go, Housey. And the make or break part of the lap. And he sets a 1:30. DJ! 1:30.999. And there you go. P4 for that lad. Sir Young, Tommy, purple the first sector. Where is Bloom? Bloom is currently out there. Sector 3, there's 2 more corners remaining. And let's just see how he goes. He's in the danger zone at the moment. Is good old Bloom. Sitting in P12 with a 1:33.198. He's about to cross the line right about now, Bloomy boy. 1:32.584. P8 for the Bloom Star man. Sir Young Tommy does improve, and he goes P6 with a 1:31.1.
Zerx is next. Currently right on the cusp in 10th. On a 32.6 with a medium, but he's on the softs this time, so it should be an improvement from Zerx. It is up to 8, 31.4.
Excuse me. Certainly is, mate. So, who else is out there on laps? I think
Sloffy's about to take the chip flag now.
Thank you, mate.
Moves himself up to P4.
That's
soft tire as well.
That's better from the Irishman. That is much better from the lad. We're used to seeing him up the top end. And, he's finally got a good lap in on the board. I dare say that is safe. DJ Death Dragon out there. No, he's going back to the pit lane or maybe just doing a bit of a charge lap. Then again, Housey, this is the strategic session. And, whatever you set your fastest time on, you got it. You will start the race on, of course, the top 10. And, they are all jumping in the pit lane, of course. They will know this. They will want to get back to that checkered flag. Oh, excuse me, back to the pit lane. Before the checkered flag falls, of course, there, Housey. as we do know, if you do take the checkered flag and the car's still out there, the car tends to, well, the AI does take over, of course, at the end of the session. It still goes around the track, and it does, well, chew your tyre wear. It eats into your tyre wear, as, well, unfortunately, Xerxes found out last week, and, well, at Hungary as well, the poor lad. There you go. Bannister is out there on track, on an outlap, of course. And we've also seen Energetics make another appearance. Now, Energetics is well proper out of position here, folks. He is, well, he should make it out of this Q2 session, but he's leaving a bit late, is the lad. He tends to do that. It's a bit of a habit of his, is the good old Energetics. And let's just see if he can make this one work for him. We are definitely going to focus on the drop zones, folks. We are not going to focus on the top end. They are what the guys are well and truly safe. We're going to focus on roughly around about the P9 right through to 15 here, because that is where the action is at. All the boys, as you can see, from P11 down, all the guys in the drop zone are all out there on outlaps. And we're just trying to pick up who is the furthest one along. It is Energetics himself. So we'll stay with him. And let's just see how he fares. Now, this guy is a great racer, is Energetics. And when he turns up, boy, oh boy, does he turn up. He does have some speed. And, well, this here is a very, very, very tricky track. The first two sectors, not so much. But as we do touch on, that's Sector 3. And, well, it's a bit of a sort of almost off-putting for some people, some drivers out there. You either love it or hate it. And that's the most theory with most other tracks. But Energetics pretty handy around most, to be fair. And let's just see how he goes here, Housey. He's gone through that first part. We've got no reference point for the lad as Pillars has left the session. So I don't know if Pillars needs another invite. I'm not too sure, but well, there you go. The boys are starting to retire. The guys who feel comfortable are starting to feel, retire in the garage, of course, there, Housey. Xerxes is right on the cusp. And, well, he's in the chat. He's saying, not good enough, not good enough. Well, 131.4. You are 1.1 seconds ahead of Bloom at the moment there, Xerx. And, well, we'll just see how this one goes. Energetics out there on track at the moment, though. He's absolutely purpled that middle sector. Now, this is it. This is a part of the track I absolutely really do love. And it's interesting to see how different drivers approach this one. But Energetics opens up that steering wheel a little bit tail happy there, Housey. But let's just see how he fares. He's missing those, got that apex and missing those sausage curves and doing the same thing again. Pretty much precision from Energetics and puts it in P9 with a 1 minute 31.3. So who will be next? We've got Bannister. Oh, Bannister. Bit of a tail snap. Or is it? Yeah, it is Bannister. Excuse me.
It's Bannister, yeah, Bannister. Or the Rothmans. It's going to be Kaiser after that as well. Bannister was up about 6/10 earlier on in the lap, so you should have him across the line any second.
P11 for Bannister. Can't do it. Xerxes is surviving. Xerxes is surviving at the moment. We are with Kaiser. And Kaiser's 1.9 seconds up on his previous best, is the lad. Well, let's just see how he needs a great last sector here, Housey. And, well, Xerxes will be watching this one with absolute interest. Right on the cusp. Right on the cusp is the Xerx man. We've also got the Extremist. The Extremist is out there on track as well as Callum Tyler. And, well, yeah, certainly, mate. As Kaiser's about to cross the line right now. A 31.8. Oh, it's getting closer. It is getting closer. Can Callum do it? Callum is about to cross this line.
Was 2.5 up.
Around the last corner, 131.8. Xerxes, he survived.
Here we go.
Xerxes, he survives. Xerxes survives. Oh, there you go. A 31.7 for the Extremist. Just misses out on making that Q3 session. But there you go, Xerxes. Well, he reckons not good enough, but he survives by the skin of his teeth. And I reckon he loved that one. You made it, Xerx. P10. And, well, congratulations to you. There you go. There we have our drop zone there, Housey. With the Extremist, Callum Tyler, Kaiser, Bannister, and Bloom out of this one.
Indeed. Pills setting the best time on a medium of 30.756. Just correspondence to the Australian side, their best time on a medium this morning was a 30.924. So a couple of tenths in it, or just under a couple of tenths in it. And then he's also setting a lap there on the mediums as well.
Yeah, he certainly did. And, well,
so those two will be going on those tyres.
Definitely, mate.
as the race starts.
Sort of thinking the longevity of the boys. I mean, there was a bit of a mixed bag in the Aussie division, of course. And, well, I think their starting was 10 and 10, wasn't it? 10 softs, 10 mediums at the start of the
Yes, it
Grand
was
Prix.
10 and 10, yeah. Right.
And, yeah, and, well, I mean, the medium is the better race tyre, of course, but these boys know exactly what they're doing, and we have got a top 10. And the streak continues as, well, Xerxes survives and survives this run of Q3s that he is having is fantastic. So there you go. That is the top 10. We have lost the Extremist, Callum Tyler, Kaiser, Bannister, and Bloomstar. Yes, Q3 underway.
Sort of almost 2x2, just having a quick glance at the teams there. A bit like the Australia side earlier, there wasn't any one team dominating that qualifying session earlier.
No.
Seems a bit the same on this side.
Which is
Has
good.
it just got a little bit grayer? I mean, I know we're not supposed to have any
Well,
rain, but it looks a little bit darker.
I mean, Joftas reckons it's dry, so we'll go with that, House. It does look a little bit grayer, though. Could be a bit overcast conditions in this Q3 session, so might help out those soft tyres, of course.
Tyre temp, yep.
Yeah, exactly right, of course. But then again, you don't really have too many tyre temp issues around this track. Very much unlike Hungary, where it's very difficult once those rear tyres start to warm up. It's very difficult to cool them down, of course. But here, there's plenty of opportunity to cool down these boots. There is so long straights, of course. Not much energy going into those tyres on those straights, of course. And well, I mean, you've got some corners that have got high G-forces, of course. Yes, that'd be turn 3. And, well, I'll tell you what, Housey, in real life, that must be phenomenal to see them go around turn 3, of course. Just full pelt around that sweeping left-hander must be insane to watch. But, well, I mean, like I did touch on in the Aussie stream, I do believe that we will be losing this very great track. I think it's 2023 or 2024, I do believe. It will be replaced with a track at St. Petersburg. And, well, I'm pretty, 99.9% sure that my, yeah, that is all correct there. I'm pretty sure it is St. Petersburg. And they will take over from that point on, of course. Yes, this track is around, well, where they had the Olympics, wasn't it, Housey? And around the Winter Olympic Park. And, well, I reckon they've done a fantastic job. Yes, it's Russia. Yes, I reckon it's a great track. It's got such good characteristics about it, in my opinion. But, well, I mean, here we go. Q3 underway. Just getting himself started. Energetics is the first man to blink. He's got a Texaco lad in I Am Sloth right there and thereabouts. Now, these boys are out there on outlaps very close to each other here, Housey. I wonder if we're going to see, well, this last corner debacle, like what we see in real life where they all queue up. Oh, what's going on here? Slothy boy being a bit cheeky. He's been a bit cheeky. Yeah, look at this. He's backed right off as Sloth. He certainly has backed right off. Slothy being a bit cheeky. And, well, there you go. Energetics is going to get us underway. And I think you're right, Housey. I think we're going to see a bit of a queue as, well, I mean, the toe is quite handy around here. But, well, Sloth is going to try to double dip off Energetics here. And let's just see how he fares. In my opinion, he's a bit close, Housey. And, well, we'll watch Energetics, of course. But, yes, a bit close for that front-end washout. Excuse me, washout, of course, here at Russia. But, yeah, we'll just see how this one fares. Energetics out there on track. Excuse me, mate.
Yeah. I think Slothy, I'm just on board with Slothy. I think it's looking all right. I think he's just about far enough back to not get affected too much. But obviously, I think, no disrespect to Energetics, but Sloth, if he's on his absolute A game, he'll be gaining on Energetics throughout the lap. Energetics running a little bit wide there and invalidating, so Energetics going to be moving over. Would have thought to let Sloth through. Oh, Sloth's hit the wall. He got very tail happy there and lost the rear.
Yeah, and he's backed right out of it. He's turned his ERS off as well, Housey. He's backed out of it. I dare say he's going to put that one in the pit lane.
Peas? Yes, it'll be... Oh, Peas is invalidated. Could somebody just do a lap?
I think it'd be the new Portonian Droftas, as we've got pillars out there on outlaps where you can see that white dot. And Sir Young Tommy. Yeah. So it will be Droftas, a.k.a. the new Portonian, a.k.a. the Hunter, a.k.a. Bon Jovi. And there he is there. 104.3 is, well, his second sector time, of course. And, well, this lad is in for a shout. Whoa, right on track limits is the new Portonian, donning his nation's colours on that helmet of his. But let's just see how he fares. This will be his first registered time in a Q3 here at Sochi. And let's just see what this one looks like. It's a 130.5. P1 for now. Behind him is that Andenge?
Andenge. Yep, it's Andenge. Just came to take the line now. It's not been the cleanest of lap for Andenges. It wasn't. It's 31 something. It's not putting it up on the board for some reason, but it was a 31.
Andenge hasn't taken that. You must have got. That must have been Xerxes.
Oh, it was Xerx. Sorry, yeah, my fault. And Jensen just taking it. So Xerx was a 31 something, but again, it didn't give him his time either. So Andenge 30.9. Puts himself P2 for a second. Is that Young Tommy? Yeah, Young Tommy's starting his lap. So one of the cat boys, it is Junior. Junior, next one round. So the best time in the Australian side earlier was a 32.606 in Q1, but then it was a damp session, so it's not going to correlate to this one at all. So let's see what Junior can do. Decent enough debut last week for us in the division. Obviously outdoing his father in terms of qualifying again this week. So he does a 31.0 to put himself P3 for this point in time. P's is invalidated.
So has Pillars. Pillars has invalidated as well.
Yeah.
And, well, he's going in the pit lane. So, well, I mean, all is... Oh, he's gone a bit deep, has the Pills man. And, well, he's not happy. He doesn't look happy there. He must have made a mistake. And if I know Pills, he's just gone, bugger this. I'm back in the garage and I'm going to come back out later on. And there you go. So we've got DJ Death Dragon just getting himself underway. But yes, sir, young Tommy, there he is there. And, well, P4 yet to set a time, of course. So that position is really irrelevant. But anyway, here he goes. Sir Young Tommy, Old Spice Racing. We've caught a couple of his laps. And, well, this guy has impressed, of course, debut season as a full-time driver. Same with Junior, that being Mini Ramsell and, well, Curtis, of course. And, well, the game played havoc with Curtis's progress earlier on in Q1. But there you go, Sir Young Tommy. P3 with a 1 minute 30.9 there, Housey. And, well, not too shabby at all.
DJ will be the next one round, I do believe. Got his teammate Sloth in front of him, but he has invalidated on an outlap anyway, so it will be DJ. Let's see what he can do. Into Q3 again for DJ. Rounds corner 17 then, into the last one of 18. Can he get himself in amongst the mix at the top? Does so, P3, 30.9. Nice lap for DJ. And we seem to have got to a little bit of a lull.
We certainly have.
So Young Tommy's not going again. So
it'll be Sloth.
Sloth going. Yep, so Sloth. Sloth's got pretty much the track to himself. So let's see if he can hit those apexes like he was earlier. Very impressive corner car positioning for Sloth. Again, just run it close to that wall there. And invalidated for the troubles. So Slothy invalidated as well. So nobody on an active lap here.
No, Housey. No, not at all, mate.
20 to go. 4 minutes 20 to go. So we've got time for
it's always
set, but there's only 5 out of the 10 that actually managed to get a lap in. So
well, I mean, it's always the way. And well, the guys, as you did touch on, invalidated that first run. Will ride everything on that second run, of course. And, well, I mean, this is where it gets all very, very competitive. And, well, the boys put up their hand, show us their real pace. And looking forward to seeing how this top 10 shapes up, of course. But I Am Sloth is...
He's going to be the first one out then. He's just exiting the pits now. So for the second run, Pease is going to be the first one. It's win it or bin it time.
I think Slothy Boy is going to do a bit of a splash and dash. He certainly is. He's in a hurry to get back into his garage. And it will be a very, very light splash of fuel and a fresh set of tyres. And he will be going to the end. These boys are leaving it right to the death, aren't they, Housey? As P's currently out there on outlap. Pillars makes another appearance to the lad. And let's just see how these boys fare. But we'll stick with P's, our championship winner from last season. And what a season did he have last season, Housey? Absolutely phenomenal. Mr. Consistency was the lad. and well, had a great teammate. Well, what do we call him? The Swedish Checo. And a big shout out to your boy Andenge. Yes, they were teammates. They've been teammates for the first 2 seasons, and this season is the first time we get to see them sparring off against each other. Now, if you're noticing why Peas has green mirrors, it is to pay respects to Team Jaguar for the car that he won his championship in. And that is Peas, being Peas, a true gentleman. And well, that is a bit of respect to Team. Well, I mean, you could think it that way, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that way because peas are green. But no, Housey, that is
it's got a little bit of a green. Just noticing it this week, actually. I mean, I did spot those green mirrors last week, but has he got a little bit of a green? He's got a little bit of green on that front wing as well. I've just noticed that this week.
Oh, you are right.
Right on that first sort of aero fin. The front edge of it is green.
You're spot on. You're spot on. What a spot!
It last week, but it is there, isn't it? I'm sure it's there.
Well, I mean, I wonder if
it definitely is. Oh, I'll tell you what. No binoculars needed. Ladies and gentlemen, close your curtains.
well, after dark conversations, but oh, well, come on.
Right,
regroup. Come on, deep breath.
Regroup. You can do it.
That's exactly right. As Pease is out there on track as we are watching, mate, and he's attacking this track absolutely perfectly. And yeah, like I did say, it was homage to Team Jaguar, of course, where he won that title. Second season championship winner, of course, Pease. And well, there you go. That is the green and the great man, Housey, Statman, Mr. 2020 himself has just spotted the green, fin. First fin on the front wing of Team Cat F1, and well, we are watching the champ himself.
Yep. I'm going to have to go back and watch last week's stream now to see if it was there, because that's going to annoy me. If I didn't spot it last week, I'm going to be annoyed with myself on that one.
Well,
He's about to close his lap up anyway, so it'll be Pills after that.
There you go. Pease, top of the timing tree with a 1 minute 30.2. Pillars is next. Pillars crosses the line with a 1 minute 30.4. P2. Xerxes is out there on track. Oh, he's just gone by Bopton's wall.
Junior, I think.
Who is next? Junior has him.
Just invalidated.
He's invalidated. So we're going to stay with Xerxes here.
Yep. Not sure what his split times were. It's not giving us any purple sector there for Xerx. 104 for the second sector. So not on pole position pace at this point in time as the checkered flag drops on this session. So Xerx needs this last final sector to be good and clean. Where can he go? Somewhere around 5th, maybe 4th.
P8.
No, stays P8. Stays 8th. So Xerx will go from 8th. DJ's next then. Team Texaco driver, currently 5th. 30.9 on the board. Comes into the final technical sector.
I'll tell you what, I always get nervous. That previous corner that DJ went through at the start of sector 3. There, Housey. That left-hander, always get nervous when guys run wide on that serrated curb. It tends to unsettle the car, and you're almost playing with fire to lose the back end. I sort of tense up when the boys do that. But there goes DJ with a 1 minute 30.6. P4 for now, Housey. Mini Ramsell. No, it is not Mini Ramsell. It's Pease. Oh, he's gone wide. Pease is out. He's out. He's down. Oh, wowee.
Validated again. So Pills is done. Here's the Texaco driver.
Sloth.
Who is it? Sloth. Is it Sloth? Yeah, it's Sloth. So you keep with Sloth, I'll find out who's behind him. Sandenge.
Well, here comes Sloth. He hasn't registered a time yet, Housey. He just needs to get one on the ball. How good is this one? It's a 130.7. Puts himself P6. And then Denge P4 with a 1 minute 30.
Oh, and a Jake's doing the same as P.
Oh, wowee. Dropping it on the last corner, and that's it. That's done. Sir Young Tommy's done. Mini Ramsell has invalidated. That's it. That is it. There you go, folks. And we've got our top 10 running order. So Peas, Pillars, Droftas, and Denge, DJ, Sir Young Tommy. I am Sloth, and we'll wait for these timing screens. But yeah, there you go. What an interesting Q3, Housey. It took a while to fire up, but once it got there, it wasn't too bad, of course. We'll just have a look at this, of course. Again, Peas, Pillars, Droftas, and Denj, DJ Death Dragon, Sir Young Tommy, I Am Sloth, Mini Ramsell, aka Junior, Xerxes, and Energetics is our top 10.
Yep. Nice job then. See that session out. We'll get on to the real stuff, where the points generally are given. Obviously 2 points for pole position, going to P's again this week. So just those little points that also add up as well, if you can consistently keep doing it.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. That is exactly right. As well, sorry, I do apologise, folks. Extremist is in the chat. Well, he was in the chat. He said Curbs in the Sector 1 cost him his Q3 appearance. He's not happy. Well, I mean, the Curbs, yes, they are deadly around here, mate. Well, not too bad, but there are ones you can't hit, of course. And, well, the one that you discovered, of course, cost you that Q3 appearance, according to yourself, your good self there, Extremist. But nevertheless, mate, the race is long. And, well, I mean, anything can and usually does happen, Housey. And we do say that quite regularly, but it is Grand Prix racing, and that is well and truly to be expected.
Yep. Well and truly a good statement as well, because it generally does. Just when we think we've got it all down pat,
Yeah.
something throws a spanner in the works and makes us look a little bit silly. Well, the life of a commentator, eh?
Well, yes.
Well, just my life in general.
Well, I mean, I wasn't gonna dabble. I wasn't gonna. I was thinking it. I wasn't. Listen, it's all love, brother. It's all love.
I know.
But
what's love if you can't laugh?
Yeah, that's right. So I mean, well, there we go. Yes, there we go. The boys are on the grid, and we'll go through this formation lap here. Housey, get rid of that screen. Oh, I need that screen actually. There we go. So we've got Peas out there in P1, and well, Pillars directly behind him. And these lads here, we'll get the tyres up so we understand what is going on a little bit better. There you go. Pillars on the medium, Peas on the soft. So very interesting train of thought from the almost opposites. Droftas behind in P3 on the soft compound. And then you've got Denj on the medium. So there you go. 2 and 4 on the medium, 1 and 3 on the softs. And have a look at the rest of the soft runners behind them. DJ Death Dragon, Texaco Racing, Sir Young Tommy, Old Spice Racing, I Am Sloth, Texaco Racing, Junior in Cat F1. There he is there. And we've got Xerxes in the Capri F1 racing car. Energetics there in P10, and that is Team Rothmans. We've got the Extremist P11, best of the rest for the lad. And, well, there you go, on the soft compound. Callum Tyler there in P12, Housey. And, well, not too bad at all from him in his qualifying appearance. And, well, Kaiser on the medium, chose the medium. Of course, P11 through to P20, got that free tyre choice, Housey. And Kaiser opted to go the medium. Which is probably a good idea in my opinion, mate. And run that first stint out long, gives you options. Bannister out there on the soft, P14. Bloomstar out there in P15. Ramsell, a.k.a. the chiropractor, is in 16th position. Just Mikey, P17. All shot down, P18. Mazepin, P19, and well, the unfortunate Curtis, he finds himself at the very, very back of the grid, while doing the right thing, and the game said, no, you don't, and disqualified him from qualifying, poor lad. But, well, he'll live to fight another day, and, well, if anyone can find his way back through the field, of course, there, House. He has impressed. This is just another test for the lad, and let's just see how he fares, of course. We're going to buckle down, folks. This is going to be a cracker, waiting for these lights here at the Sochi Autodrome here in Russia.
Yep. As per always, you take the front. I'll try and keep an eye at the back. I'll see if I can pick up anything going along there as we get ready for the lights and last car in its grid spot. That's
Oh,
over to
here we
you for the
go.
lights.
3 lights, 4 lights. We have 5 lights. We've got revs. The lights are out, and we are away here at the Sochi Autodrome. Great start by Peas. Have a look at this, Housey. There is some mid-pack battle. Drop this and dance DJ. Sir Young Tommy, they're 3-4 wide, Housey. 3-4 wide going into turn 2. Have a look at this. Heavy braking zone. So far, so good. Oh, Sir Young Tommy gets bumped. There is some carbon fibre. Not too sure what is going on there, but almost as you were, Housey. Mini Ramsell going to make a move around the outside of Xerxes on the inside of... Woohoo! Mini Ramsell Jr. has fired up today. He finds himself in P7, Housey.
Yeah, pretty good, clean start. There was a little bit of touching in the background, but that's just to be expected down into turn 2, braking. I don't think there's anyone with wing garage. I'm just having a flick through, see if I can spot anyone, but I think it looks all right for a minute. Oh, hang on.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
We just lost Mazepin. He's still here, but he's lost his front wing.
He did spin it, and he finds himself at the very back of the grid now. We've also got Ramsell making a move on Kaiser, up in the 14th position, Housey. So it's starting to really fire up down the back here, even up the front.
Oh. Kaiser and Bannister going side by side. The teammates down into turn 13, 14. They're still going at it.
Look at Junior. Junior has got his racing helmet on today. He's all over Sloth. DJ's made an error. Or is it team orders from Team Texaco? That is DJ maybe getting out of the way of Sloth. Sloth being a pot 1 driver, DJ being a pot 2 driver. And, well, there you go. Maybe team orders. They will be in a party together, I dare say. And doing the right thing by the team. Extremist and Bloomstar, nose to stern. This is 12th and 13th. As, well, the gaps are starting to stabilise. Yes, only lap 2 of 27. But whoa! Energetics is around! Energetics is around, and he has to wait. He'll find himself at the very back of the grid. Just lost the back end at turn 3, and, well, that is unfortunate for Energetics. Excuse me, turn 2. And, well, there you go. Extreme is still behind his teammate Bloomstar, as we'll go back up to the top, because DJ is all over I Am Sloth again. These guys are teammates, and he's going to probably say, Slothy, come on, get out of the way. Oh, that's probably a very poor Arnie accent. But get out of the way, Sloth. I'll let you by if you got no speed. Come on, mate. Let's go. And there you go. 5th and 6th position they find themselves in. And Denge is just tucked in behind Droftas, mate. And if you notice, the leaders have just spaced themselves out. Of course, no DRS available for the first 3 laps of any Grand Prix, any restart. And, well, these boys know this. We're on lap 2, approaching lap 3 of this Grand Prix. And, well, the DRS will be available next lap, but at the back half of the lap. And we'll just keep that one in mind, of course. The glorious 1 second margin, Housey, is what it's all about. And Sir Young Tommy trying to recover. He's in P9. He's all over the back of Xerxes here, buddy.
Yeah. Pills picks up a penalty. So Extreme has got past Bloomster on that lap. Also, Curtis had made up a place on that lap too. Most positions gained on that first lap was Curtis. Still is Curtis. He's up 5. He was up 4 the first lap. Biggest loser is Young Tommy, Kaiser and Bannister. Oh no, actually it's Energetics, isn't it? Down 9. Forgive me. So Bannister passing Kaiser now. Obviously Energetics didn't quite drop to the back because of Mazepin's spin. So
Bannister got it a little bit wrong there, Housey. In turn 2, Kaiser's going to see an opportunity. This is Rothmans. They're fighting over each other. And, well, there you go. Bannister's going to...
Monday's there.
Very close. Where is Mr. Monday? Team Cadbury. He's having a bit of a squeeze, isn't he? He's having a bit of a squeeze, this Mr. Monday. And, well, finds himself in P18. Let's go right back up, because it looks like the Extremist is trying to... Whoa, Callum. Callum's gone very wide. And we're approaching Bopton's corner. Oh, no. And, well, the Extremist will have to tuck in. He'll have a DRS zone now, and this will be it. This will be candy from a baby, folks. And there you go. The Extremist breezes by Callum, and that is the advantage of the DRS. Wowee.
Young Tommy and Xerx going side by side up in front of that battle. Young Tommy takes Xerx. Xerx comes back on him. So Young Tommy back past Xerx again. There was a little bit of wheel banging there, but I think they're both clean at the moment. I don't think Xerx has got any damage. No, he doesn't. So it's all Game on. Between those two.
Of course, yes. Game on indeed, Housey. As well, we'll go back up to the top. What's going on? Pillars has got to run. Pillars got to run on Peas. There you go. Pillars takes the lead. Pillars takes the lead of the Grand Prix. P1 for Pills. And well, he is on the medium, Housey. The longevity, the race tyre of this one. And Pillars takes the lead. Peas has to tuck in, of course. And well, he'll use his track. The champ versus, well, season 1 champ versus season 2 champ. And have a look who's just behind them, mate. Your boy and Dan's just having a look to see what's going on. And Droftas as well. DJ Death Dragon doing a phenomenal job hanging on to this pair. Well, he passed Sloth. He went by Sloth. And yeah, he certainly did, mate. And he's hanging on to that DRS zone from Droftas, of course. And this is starting to become a bit of a train now, Housey.
Yeah, a bit further down the field, over 13th place, Curtis Bloomster and Just Mikey having a good battle. Curtis managing just to clear Bloomster now and just get on up the road towards the back of Ramsel's car, but Just Mikey is going to be still having a look at Bloomster in the next couple of laps. Not too bad in terms of closeness. I don't think there's anybody making any moves a little bit further. I don't think there is. Lenny Ramsel Jr. is getting close to back of Sloth now, though. So this could be a turn 1 job.
Sloth is really starting to struggle as an observation here, Housey. Not too sure if the guy's got a little bit of damage. I'm not too sure what's going on, but he is really struggling. Look how much he's dropped off DJ. And, well, he just overtook DJ not too long ago, and DJ passed him back, and ever since then, mate, he's sort of lost his way a little bit as I am Sloth. But there you go, finds himself now in P7 as Junior gets by him. And Sir Young Tommy is all over the back of this one, Housey. Have a look at this. This is into turn 3. Wonder what's going to happen here. Look at this. Too wide going into turn 3. And oh, they've touched. No. Mini Ramsel and Sloth have touched and around they went. And that is an easy pass. Well, Sir Young Tommy says, thank you, mother, for the rabbits. I am taking those two. P6 for Sir Young Tommy.
Zerk's through as well. Yeah, was a touch there. Obviously, we do have stewards in this league to do a job, so I'm sure that one will be going for review. Sloth's running really wide now. I think Sloth has definitely got... Has he got a lot of damage? No, he hasn't.
It looks like he's no visible damage from Sloth, but I mean...
No visible damage, but he's just let a whole heap of guys go there.
Yeah, not too sure.
In a minute.
Oh, but
maybe the tyre temps were screaming, but just wanted to make sure he wasn't doing anything silly, perhaps. As you know, when you come back on the track with those tyres, after a spin, tyre temps up, or debris on them, dirt, you can end up losing the rear quite easily.
I tell you what, Housey, look who finds himself in 10th place, pressing for P9. That is Curtis. Curtis, I tell you what, this guy's great.
He was Captain Ramsel, so he's obviously got that job done as well on that lap whilst we were looking at the Sloth thing.
He certainly has, mate. He finds himself in 10th position. Just over 3. He certainly does. Oh, there, what a tank slapper. He's going to get a DRS zone, but Callum got it as well. Callum, look at the run, look at the run.
Look at the speed. Oh, he's around the outside. This is going to be a hard one to get done. He's going to have to back out of this one, surely. Yeah,
he certainly does.
Of it. I'll tell you what I noticed a lap ago. I was going to say, is Peas, again, as we often see, he's got some phenomenal straight line speed on that car. So, Peas does have some good straight line speed on that car. Maybe come back to him later. Pill's not being able to pull away from him up in the front. And there you go then. So Curtis has just got past Callum. Up the inside, gets that job done. He's up to P9 now, is Curtis. Great job.
Wow, fantastic job. Up 11 places and putting his hand up for definite. Oh, who was that? Callum going very wide. Callum going very, very wide. But yeah, Curtis has got his sights set on the extremist. Look how quick he's caught him. He's got some phenomenal speed, does Curtis. And I dare say the extremist is going to be a sitting duck. He's got no DRS. Well, look at this. Here comes Curtis. And there you go. P8 for the lad from the very back of the grid. What a drive so far. And, well, now we can set his sights on Xerxes. And, well, I wonder if Xerxes will be noticing this. But DJ Death Dragon is still hanging on to the back of this lot. And, well, fantastic to see. We've got a top 5 battle. Look at that, 0.5 of a second on average between these guys. P1, P2, P3, P4, and P5. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, just nice even spread at the moment. So they could be playing a slightly longer game. Obviously, favours Andenge and Pills at the moment on those medium tyres, it does. A bit of a gap then, obviously, after DJ back to Sir Young Tommy, but he's trying to get there, he's trying to tow excess with him. Well, he's not trying to tow, but Zerks is sticking with the back of Sir Young Tommy, so he's getting pulled along as well, and then it is the man on the move, as we've said the last couple of laps, Curtis in P8. Kaiser trying to catch Allshot down for 15th further down the field. Maybe doing it on this lap. I should imagine once he gets around to the DRS zone, Kaiser will be a lot closer to Allshot. Keep your eye on the timing tree for that one. Just Mikey close to Bloomster as well. Maybe a move this lap down the DRS with that. But yeah, top 5, it's almost like someone said to him, right, go out and keep half a second, boys.
Yeah, that's right. Engineering is saying, well, DRS zone is super critical, and they seem to all be hanging on to it from one another. Here comes Ramsell on Callum, teammate versus teammate, and there you go. Ramsell gets the job done, up in a 10th position, and well, Curtis is starting to close in ever so slightly on the Xerxes man. Wonder if, well, there you go. They are both on the softs as we'll go back up to the top. And, well, what is happening up there? Have a look at the 5-way battle. It is a 5-way battle. This is phenomenal to see. DJ is the last of that 5. And, well, here they are all hanging on to the DRS zone now.
Droff's got a good run out. Droff's got a good run on Andenge, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. Just going to run out of legs into turn 2. Can't quite get it done.
Well, the Drofdas will know that Andenge, a.k.a. the Swedish Checo, is, well, doing what Andenge does best. And very hard man to pass. And this will be a great battle, Drofdas versus Andenge.
Yeah, it will be a good battle going forward. Carrying on, obviously, 8 laps complete of 27. So, don't I say that this top 5 battle is going to rage all the way to the end, as it tends to do when you see these few this close, to be honest. Normally give us some fantastic racing. I just don't want another heart attack from Monza last year. As funny as it was in the long run.
Actually, that's what I might do, folks. Well, we're going to stay with this battle. I'm going to put in some links in the chat, folks. There is our Twitter.
Kaiser gets a penalty, 3-second penalty, so that's 2 with penalties at the moment, Pills and Kaiser. And Den's just creeping up to the back of Peas and Pills at the moment. So maybe those softs, as we saw in the Australian division, after about 7-8 laps, I think that's what we saw earlier on as well, Skate. 7 laps, 8 laps on the softs, they're just starting to go off the boil a little bit. And it certainly looks that way for Peas, and Den's just closed him down a bit, and he might be in a position to make a move here. Down into turn 1, but as I said earlier, Peas got some fantastic straight line speed on that car.
He certainly does. Look at this, Housey. You were spot on, mate. And Denge was closing and closing and closing, but just not enough. And, well, Pillars is doing a great job because, well, that poor guy is punching the hole in the air, folks. He has gotten no DRS, and the guys behind him certainly do. So Pillars is just managing the gap quite nicely, mate.
Yep. Ramsell close to the extremist, further back for P9. Just having a look around the outside of turn 3. It's mediums versus softs there as well. So, as I was saying there, softs just starting to probably lose their edge over the mediums. It's anyone's game at this point between the 2 tyres, probably on lap 8, going into sort of lap 10. The mediums will start becoming 100% the better tyre, I would have thought. So watch these medium runners start to probably light it up a little bit. Certainly the ones that started on them anyway. Kaiser, Ramsell, Andenge, Pills, all should start picking up a little bit in the next couple of laps.
Well, we do know that Pease is very good on his tyres. And, well, I mean, he's got some phenomenal speed, as we do know, but he's very good on his tyres. He can probably stretch them a little bit longer, can Pease. But, well, there you go. You don't want him to go off the cliff ever so slightly either, because the time you do lose. And there you go. He has blinked. Pease has blinked. The first one to blink. He's gone in the pit lane. Pease is looking for an undercut here. He's looking for an undercut. He's gone in early. And there you go. And Denge and Pillars.
He's been catching on the end, and Denge, I think he's just realising what we was talking about on the stream there, just starting to go off. So maybe get rid of him as quickly as possible, try and limit. Because, I mean, let's face it, Pills has got 3-second penalty at the front at the moment. So P's looking for the overall game. maybe bring himself back in later on. So Curtis up to 7th now. Up to 6th, sorry. He's just got past
Whoa!
into
Whoa,
turn
whoa,
1.
whoa, whoa, and he just brushed the wall. He lost the back end, and well, Zerx takes that position back. And there you go. I don't think he's got any damage, does Curtis. But that was very close.
Bloomster spun it. Oh, good job Ghosting was on. Otherwise, that was all shot down. The end of all shot down, Mr. Monday. Bloomster just spinning it through the tail end of turn 3, the left-hander. He's got no damage, so he's back underway. It's not looking good for those cats.
But look at Curtis claw his way back. Sorry, Housey. He's all over the back of Xerxes again, mate. And, well, he's right there. DRS zone, and this is it. He's got him again. And that is P6 for Curtis. P7 for Xerxes as the extremist picks up a track limit warning penalty for 3 seconds for exceeding track limits. But there you go. Sir Young Tommy is in 5th. His teammate Curtis is behind him. Have a look at Old Spice here, Housey.
Yeah.
Well, they have just turned up to the party. And exactly right, as we see Xerxes peel off into the pit lane. Dropdas is getting rid of those softs as well. Chucks on a fresh set of mediums, while Pillars and Andenge will run long. This is head down time, folks. This is head down time for these medium runners. This is where it counts. This is their race right here and now, Housey. This is where they've got to put in those consistent laps, get the job done, get those softs on when it comes time, and absolutely send it. But yes, Pillars will know this. This guy is a quality racer. 1.3 seconds ahead of Andenge. And I wonder if they've just sort of seen it. He's seen it as a challenge. And while trying to break that DRS zone. And he certainly has here, Housey, with that 1.3 second margin to Andenge. DJ Death Dragon, well, special mention, 10 lap old softs out there. P3 at the moment, hanging on to the DRS zone of Andenge. There you go. Letterbox rear wing wide open. Let's just have a look at this one. DJ's on the move. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. He's catching, but not quite enough. He'll have to still tuck into Andenge, but it's brought him right back into contention.
Yeah, just having to keep an eye on Peas and Droftus, the guys that are pitted. Droftus all over the back of all shot. He's going to be looking for a DRS assisted move on this back straight. Curtis then up into 5th now. That's up 15 places for him. Ramsell up 10 places in 6th as well. Biggest loser at the moment is Junior Ramsell, down 11 places in P19. Droftus gets that move done then, running close to the back of Kaiser now. 3 Rothmans in a row at the moment, 9th and 10th.
Well,
getting out the way.
Well, I mean, yeah, Droftas is just picking his way through his teammates, and I'm sure that is team orders, folks, as Bannister peels off into the pit lane as well. Yes, DJ in, Sir Young Tommy in, Curtis in, action aplenty in the pit lane. Have a look at this. And, well, there you go. Mechanics are running wild. But as you did touch on, mate, Pease has turned up. And, well, Pease is looking for yet another win here. And, of course, one last week did the man. And, well, a great way to get himself underway here on Season 3 for his title defence.
Indeed, indeed. So, just the one left on softs now, not at all, because Bloomster's just changed. So the whole field on the medium tyre at the moment. That's nice and easy for the tyres. Ramsell's got it all a bit wrong in turn 4, is that 5? Just one of the right-handers, just getting too much of the sausage curb, unsettled the car, kicked him out wide, but he's currently finds himself P3, does Ramsell. So Senior beating Junior at the moment. Senior in 3rd, Junior down in 16th at the moment in time. And then Jumpill's still going then. In front of him, obviously, all those top 3, 11 lap old mediums, 11 lap old mediums.
Well,
down in 7th.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting to note, though, Housey. Very, very interesting. Xerxes has jumped Curtis in the pit lane kerfuffle. And, well, there you go. Finds himself in P9. I did miss that one, folks. I do apologise. But there you go. Battle resumed between Curtis and Xerxes. And, well, I mean, this is going to be entertaining. And, well, there you go. Who's in front of them? Sir Young Tommy as well. And, well, these guys are very evenly matched up. And this is going to be a battle for the ages, this one. Let's just hope it is. As, well, there you go. They're both on fresh, or all 3 of them on fresh sets of mediums.
P's got Ramsell.
Well, there you go. Ramsell. Well, Ramsell's on 12 lap old mediums, yet to box, of course, on a bit of a different strat to P's. P started this one on the soft compound, of course. And yes, he will run those mediums to the very end of the Grand Prix. Lap 13 of 27 here, Housey. It's gone by bloody quickly. And yeah, there you go. DJ and Droftas battling it out again as DJ hanging onto the back of the new Portonian here.
Yeah, I just having a look at the interval between Peas and Pills. I had a quick look as Peas exited the pits. He was about 22.5 seconds back from the leader at that point in time. That was 2 laps ago. He's now 19.1 and closing. So Peas definitely on the charge compared to Pills at the moment at the front. But obviously, 10 lap fresher tyres for Peas. It'll be interesting to see at what point or how far Pills and Andems go on these mediums. We'll see that coming up shortly. See how long they get out of them. I'm going to go a medium soft. I would have thought.
Well, yeah, that is
Unless,
that.
Obviously we get,
That is the way to do it
safety
around here,
cars,
Housey. That is the way to do it.
Indeed.
Or
let
vice
me grab
versa.
my caps. Or vice versa. So
Well,
enough of the chocolate confectionaries.
Junior is about to make a move here on Bannister and gets the job done. So that is Cat F1 moving himself up into P15 over Bannister. And, well, Ramsell is still up there. He's old man. He's up there in P4 doing a stellar job. Is the lad Xerxes. I do apologise, Curtis. I have missed that. But Curtis has got by Xerxes and is dropping him, unfortunately, for the Xerx man. He's catching Sir Young Tommy is Curtis. Tell you what, this guy has got some speed, has Curtis. And, well, great to see him ploughing his way through the field. I shouldn't say ploughing. Probably carving his way through the field is a better analogy, as Curtis doing his thing. Sir Young Tommy can feel his teammate all over the back of him. But I tell you what, Curtis is definitely the quicker out of the two Old Spices at the moment. They're battling for 8th and 9th.
Zerx picked up a penalty there. I'll tell you what, who's got the fastest lap at the moment? Let's have a quick look. Peas has got the fastest lap at the minute, 33.4. So Peas sitting on the fastest lap. Yep, Cat, the best finishing team last week on round 1. Took 58 points away from that event they did. So obviously only one inside the top 10 at the moment, and that is Peas up in 3rd. Still got all 20 drivers competing in this one, so over halfway through, and we've still got everybody there. So good job by everybody so far. Junior gets a penalty as well, so the penalties are starting to come in, Skate, and that will make a difference in the finishing order, won't it?
They certainly are, mate. As we just seen IM Soft get by his teammate Callum Tyler for 12th and 13th position, And yeah, you are spot on, Housey. These penalties, they're going to start playing havoc towards the end of this Grand Prix. As we're seeing some action. What's going on here? Who is boxed? Ramsell is boxed. Where's Junior? Where's Junior? Well, they're going to get a battle. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. We're going to get it. We're going to get it.
We are going to get it.
We're going to get it.
We are going to get it. We are going to
get it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it.
Behind him. Junior's going to jump him.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. The old man is in front of. Where's Bannister?
Junior's just got done. Bannister's just flown past him.
Well, there you go.
Bannister, no.
No. Bannister's.
Yeah, no, we're not. I'm just joking, Bannister. But yeah, we thought we were about to have it there. We're getting excited.
We were getting excited. We're going to be. Well, I'm sure these two will know about it. Ramsell's got the sticky softs on. His son has the 8-lap old mediums, and Bannister is the one in between.
Quickly go to Kaiser. Young Tommy going for a move on Kaiser. Curtis is right there too, so it's going to be 2 places. Oh, Curtis is going to do a double move here.
Oh, Curtis!
Has he done it?
Curtis, what a move! What a move from Curtis. And, well, there you go. As you said, Housey, 2 in 1. And now he can set his sights on DJ Deathdragon.
Yeah. So young Tommy actually sort of pretty much stayed where he was. He went from 7th to 6th, back to 7th. Kaiser went from 6th to 8th, and Curtis went from 8th to 6th. So young Tommy's thinking, what just happened? I passed someone, but I've been passed at the same time. What went on there?
Yeah, that's
Brilliant
exactly
driving
right.
from them all.
Well, there
Brilliant driving.
To answer your question, Housey, Pillars has just boxed, come out in P4. P4. And look how far off he is, off the 10 seconds roughly off the lead.
Denge boxed as well, so following suit to what Pills did. was Andenge. So is nobody? That's it. Everybody's stopped, or is Kaiser? Kaiser hasn't stopped yet, actually, has he?
No,
don't
Kaiser
need to
has
stop.
not
No,
stopped.
15 left. So Kaiser's the only one at the moment not to stop. So
He
Kaiser
can
running
probably
these
run them a
mediums.
couple laps longer here, Housey. Of course,
Yeah, I reckon he can.
8 laps is where you want to be at with the soft compound, of course. They do last a bit longer, but there's no purchase towards the end of the stint. And if you want to keep the speed up, about 8 laps is probably what they're good for around here at the Sochi Autodrome. As we go back up to the
Oh,
top,
DJ.
DJ and Droftas. Wow, DJ has got some pace here around Ratcha. And, well, he's all over the back of the new Portonian. This is a battle for second position, Housey. This is good to see.
Yeah, nice to see DJ battling it out. Obviously, he's quite capable. He's just a little bit off the alien pace, to be honest with you. I mean, I hope he doesn't mind me saying that. But the alien's slightly ahead of him. He had this battle last season a few times where he was just stuck in fifth and couldn't quite get to them. But this time, he's most certainly with them.
Look, he's got a run on Droftas. He's got a run. He's going to take him. He's going to take him. What a move from DJ. And that is P2 for that man. And, well, good showing from him. And, well, he'll have a grin from ear to ear if I know DJ. And Danger, 3-second penalty.
Yeah.
Well, that is unheard
Very
of.
unlikely.
Very unlike and Denge to get a penalty. And, well, there you go, Housey. He must need a talking to from, well, your boy must need a talking to. Very uncharacteristic. Yeah, very uncharacteristic from that man. Gets a time penalty. Curtis
gets past Junior. Sorry, further back. They're having a bit of a ding-dong, those two. They're still side by side. If you want to pick to it, turn 3. Junior around the outside. Bannister up the inside. Junior doing everything he can.
Oh, look how close he is. Look how close Junior is. He just can't get by. Well. Yeah, he can't get by him.
He wasn't watching that.
Bannister,
I can guarantee you that.
Bannister is putting that Rothman's car, in all the right places, Housey. And, well, I mean, the part.
Pressure tyres for Bannister, obviously.
It's one thing to catch, it's another thing to pass. And, well, I mean.
Indeed.
There is, the DRS zone is going to help out Mini Ramsell, a.k.a. Junior, in a second. There you go. You're going to see it open right about now. And this should be him getting by Bannister. And he can set his sights on just Mikey. But Bannister's got some speed. Bannister's got some speed under braking. And there you go. Mini Ramsell should. No, is he? Yes.
No, it's not. That's me. No,
Bannister hanging in there. And then hang on a minute. All shot down. Mr. Monday takes it away from Junior as well. And that's up into P16 for Mr. Monday. Great move by these lot. And, well, there you go. Kaiser box. He finally pits and gets rid of that medium compound. As we'll go have a look at just Mikey, just tagging on the back of Ramsell. Where is Ramsell? There he is there. Him and Callum Tyler. Bit of a switcheroo. And there you go. He's got I Am Sloth ahead of him. And there you go. 3 Texacos. 10, 11, and 12 Housey. And not to mention DJ up in P2.
Yeah, all shot down, just getting past Bannister there for P14. So Bannister having a look back though. All shots run a little wide. Bannister having a look back. He has got that job done. I think. Yeah. But Mini's there. Junior's there. This is going to go again. This might not be too bad of what to watch. Although Droftus has just got past DJ. They're having a swapsies at the front as well. Timing tree's going mad. Not sure where to go or what to look at. I don't know which one to pick.
I don't know either. We're going to stick with this one here, though, Housey. Bannister, just Mikey, all shot down. Bannister, all shot down, and Mini Ramsell at the moment. It's well, they've stabilised a little bit. They're probably waiting for the DRS zone, so it's probably a good chance to go have a look and see what's going on up the front, because Droftas did get by. Yeah, but DJ's going to come back. DJ's coming back, and DJ goes right by Droftas around the outside.
Look back. Pills is right there. He's closed right up on the back of him after these two were squabbling for that sector 3. Pills is right there with the soft tyre on as well. So prime position for Pills. He does have a penalty to his name though. The 3 in front of him do not. With lap 19 out of 27. So we've got 8 to go.
Well, look at this. Look at this. Got a great shot here of the rear wing of Droftas looking at the front end of Pillars. And look at the Pillars. He's keen.
Let's see the eyeball.
He's keen as the lad. And we're approaching Bopton's corner. And, well, DJ Death, there it is on the right-hand side. Bopton's wall. As, well, DJ is going to be a sitting duck. We might as well go on his rear wing.
Good speed, though. He's got good speed, though, DJ. He does. We've seen it. On the rear wing, then, of DJ.
Oh,
Can't quite do it. Neither of them. DJ. Maybe that was very, very smart on his part, DJ.
How's he?
Oh, here we go. Pills at the inside. Yep.
We're going to stay with this. I've got to put driver of the day poll time in the chat, mate.
Who are you riding on board with?
We are with Droftas.
Okay. Droftas, so Pills has just got past us then. So Pills up into P3. DJ still there in second. P's 5.5 seconds in the front now. It's almost a repeated theme. We see this so much from P's. Just manages to get that bit of clean air, and then it's see you later. Unfortunately, P's. Well, not unfortunately, but fortunately for him, P's. Oh, Pills and DJ going at it now. Great view from Droftas here. Side by side through turn 3. Pills just having a look. Droftas trying to get back on the back of this. Just in case. Penalties again flying in thick and fast. There's only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars without penalties on the track. Still running all 20 drivers, so fantastic job from these boys. Trying to keep an eye on the timing tree. All shot down, getting close to Junior. Keep an eye on that one for any swapsies that might be going on. We're still on board with this battle. There it is, all shot down past Junior in the background. Pills looks close here to DJ. You can just about see it from Droftas's view here, and then closing in on the back of Droftas as well. Pills then up the inside, gets that job done. This time straight line speed's not enough for DJ. Can't hold back the purchase of the soft tyres from Pills, so Pills is free. He's got 5.7 seconds to catch up with P's, and also another, let me double check just before I say he's short, but I think it's 3 seconds. It is 3 seconds still for Pills to gain, so he's got to catch that 5 odd seconds plus another 3. DJ gets a bit twitchy on the exit of the final corner. It's currently Pills with the fastest lap as well. Position change. Best going to Curtis still. Been that way the whole way through. He's up 13 places in P7. Most dropped so far is Energetics, down 8 in 18th place. As this battle continues at the front.
Well, the poll has gone out in the Twitch chat, folks. They are the 5 drivers we have put in as the driver of the day. We've got Pillars, Ramsell, Pease, Curtis, and DJ Death Dragon. And, well, Curtis did start at the very back of the grid, and what a race that lad has had. In a good old shout for driver of the day here, in my opinion. But Andenge is fired right up. He's all over the back of Droftas, and this is, well, can Droftas be the Welsh Checo to the Swedish one? And, well, battle resumed, a bit of a switcheroo.
Tyre compounds between Andenge on those softs, the same as Pills. So he should have the exits out of the corners and probably the mid-corner speed. Is it going to be a bit later? He should have the braking as well. Goes for it. He's going to run a bit deep. Pills knows, Droftas knows that, sorry. Tries to keep in there. He's still trying to keep his nose in there, but no. Thinks better of it. Andenge then up to P4.
Wow, what a move by Andenge. And, well, moves himself up into P4, of course. Does have that track limit penalty, as you did touch on, Housey. And let's go to them. And there you go, 3 seconds all the way through down to P6, 17, which is Kaiser on 6 seconds. And then you've got the Energetics, Bloom, and Mazepin all on 3 at the bottom there. There you go, mate. It's going to hurt him towards the end, Housey. It's going to hurt towards the end.
Ooh. So I was just having a look. Andenge gets another penalty. What is going on, right? This is serious talking points. This is almost grounding territory. But
it proves the guy is human, mate.
It
proves the guy is human. Yes, Slothy Boy is in 10th. And just having not a good day of it at the moment. Yes, he's the lead car of the Texaco train. Yes, P10 is Sloth at the moment. Ramsell P11 and Callum Tyler, of course, P12. Well, there you go. Like I did say, folks, get your votes in. The driver of the day poll has gone out there in the Twitch chat. And, well, at the moment, Curtis is leading the driver of the day poll. DJ Death Dragon does have Andenge for company. They both have DRS. So, well, is Andenge going to risk it late on the brakes? No, he doesn't. He backs well and truly out of it. And, well, live to fight another day. All shot down, as you can see on screen. Gets another track limit penalty for himself. And, well, finds himself in 15th as Mr. Monday. Well, this is probably the...
I'll tell you where the battle is, though.
Where is it, House?
Kaiser is on the move with the soft tyres on in 17th. He's got Bannister all shot down. Kaiser, Bannister all shot down, and Junior, I think, is at the front of that train. So he's going to fast approach all of these guys. So Kaiser in a few laps could be up as far as P14. He's going to have a look at Bannister here. About level pegging the two teammates. All shot down gets past Junior. Kaiser then past Bannister. So all going on down there, further on.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Housey, guess what? Bragging. Oh, VSC! What has happened? What has happened?
What has happened? I don't know. There's a... Let me check that.
Bloomstone's
on his own.
I'm going through the grid at the moment, and I cannot see... Ramsel. Oh, no! No!
Is it a wing for Ramsel?
No, we're gonna be robbed of the battle. The battle.
Hang on a minute. Yeah. Ramsel missing the wing, so it must have knocked it off. Maybe just a bit of debris on the track. That's why we've got the VSC. Safety paramount, obviously. We don't want anybody getting hurt.
Of course. And yeah, there you go. But very impressive.
What? It's a video game? What are you on about?
Oh, mate. Yeah. Yes. DJ P3 and Denge P4 and dropped as P5. There you go, Sir Young Tommy in P6 doing a good job. Is Curtis as well, mate. And, well, what a Grand Prix this lad has had.
How far back is Droftus at the moment? Hang on, let's have a look.
9/10 of a second.
The leader. Yeah, I'm just looking because obviously he hasn't got any penalties, as does DJ. So I'm just wondering whether with Pills and Denge both with penalties, if we keep this up, will Droftus get on the podium?
Well, maybe.
And is he smart enough to note that?
Right, oh, yeah, he is smart enough to note that for sure.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean that. But, you know.
He is. No.
I mean, is he thinking that? Is probably the better way to put it.
100%. Knowing Droftus, he would know that the mathematician is, he will be having the abacus out there and counting his beans as he's, hanging on to the back there. DJ Death Dragon is in... Well, where is he? Fourth position.
Yeah, and just got past him.
Yeah, he certainly did there, Housey, but they both have 3 seconds. What does Pillars have? 6 seconds, isn't it? Yes, he certainly does. No, and Denge with 6, Pillars with 3.
6 seconds.
And there you go. So that is for you guys and girls at home to keep your maths up to scratch. And we'll work this one out as they cross the line, of course. But these penalties are going to hurt, folks. They really, really, really are. The clean skins are definitely going to benefit, that's for sure. As, just Mikey is, the first of the bunch after that top 10 or 11 or so. And, he's the one, he can probably jump a few. He's just got to get on the back of, Callum Tyler if he possibly can. And maximise that being a clean skin, of course, there, Housey. But yes, Curtis is there in P7. Droftus still on the back of DJ. 24, approaching 25 of 27. And, maybe Droftus is starting to turn the wick up a little bit and push DJ because, I'll tell you what, he doesn't want to fall too far back because he can really, really maximise here, Housey.
Indeed. So... 25 of 27 then. We're nearly at the end of this one. It has flown by. All 20 drivers still driving. Absolutely phenomenal driving from all 20 of the lads here. Real good stuff. Doing exactly what we want from them. Absolutely remarkable stuff. Showing why Formula 4, ladies and gentlemen, is the best league around. Absolutely brilliant from them. Let's hope we haven't cursed it. 2 laps to go.
Well, I mean,
on the push.
While you were going there, Housey, I'm thinking to myself, what is he doing?
Zerk's past Curtis. That's right, I got faith in these lads.
I've got faith.
Zerk's past Curtis then, so Curtis dropping a position now.
Wow.
Don't know how the driver of the day vote was going, but he was comfortably leading that one last time I checked.
He still is.
And well deserved, to be fair. Although, I think, I feel sorry for Pease because half the time other drivers get driver of the day and Pease goes and does this phenomenal job week in, week out.
Yeah, but, I know. Yeah, he does.
You know, obviously we try and pay a bit more respect or to some of the guys that are further down.
Sorry, Housey.
Oh,
DJ and
what's going on?
Droftas have just swapped. And, Droftas getting by DJ and said, DJ, you don't hurry up, mate. I've got to get by you. And he's got to really, really start to catch these boys now because Droftas can smell a P2. Droftas can smell a
P2 for sure.
Yeah, well,
just got 6
yeah, well,
penalties,
there you go.
So...
And Pillars has 3. So Droftas is a net P2 with
DJ
1 more lap remaining. He certainly does. Hang on to that, DJ, because you can get P3. I'm going to get it. Can we get it?
You get it.
I'm going to get it.
Pills and Andenge going at it. So Pills and Andenge not done here. Pills and Andenge going at it into turn 2. Andenge not giving up on P2 on the track, although he's going to obviously sacrifice it to Pills on those time penalties. Pills running wide there, so maybe Pills a little bit rattled.
Well, let's not forget
that point at the end of the race,
let's not forget though, Housey, they are on 9-lap-old softs, and we do know the purchase life out of them is 8 laps, of course.
What's going on with Curtis?
There you go. I'm not too sure. He's dropping like a stone.
Curtis is dropping. Yeah, he is. He's just dropped. He was in 7th. He's down to 10th now.
Oh, he's fuel, maybe fuel saving. His yellow light is on, Housey. He's fuel saving.
Good spot. Well done. That is why they call you Eagle Eyes. See me skate.
Old eyes, mate.
Old eyes. Skate. Here we go. Then Bannister passed all shot. So we've still got swapping positions in this grid. We're on lap 26 at 27. Where is Pease? Is he anywhere near starting this last lap? Yep, it's just coming into turn 17 now. So Pease about to start the final lap. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen.
It certainly is. The last lap of this Grand Prix. And, Droftas 2.2 seconds behind Pillars now. And DJ, come on, DJ. We've got to get this one going as Pillars is looking to make a move on Andenge. And he certainly does. Moves himself up into second position for now, does the Pills. And, yeah, there you go. Old Spice, pot 1 driver. And, he's looking for a good season. So far, so good from the lad. But it is all this man, RELPs at the moment. And doing where he left off last season, Housey. In the lead, of course, and, Cat F1, and, that is him. And we're just going to keep an eye on the timing tree, of course. The gap seems to have stabilised. The closest gap on track, or battle on track, is still DJ and Droftas, and Andenge and Pillars, of course. But we will give the man of the moment, the man of the race, the man who has put it on pole position and has led 95% of this one. That would be RELP's Cat F1, folks, and that is him doing his thing. A couple more corners to go, Housey. And this Grand Prix is as good as his, we'll just wait to see how this all shapes up. We've also got second and third with time penalties. Let's not forget that, folks. Yep. So we're not going to call them out as they cross it. But Pease, well, I'll tell you what a race this lad has had. Quality throughout, and Pease will take the checkered flag. Wins here at the Autodrome here in Sochi. And great drive there by Pease. Pillars crosses the line second. Oh, dropped that P2.
DJ misses out.
Oh, DJ misses out by 3/10. Oh, DJ misses out by 3/10. But he will be happy with that. Pillars takes P3. DJ P4 and Denge P5. Sir Young Tommy P6. Xerxes, what a great
good result for him.
And Xerxes as well. What a fight back from that lad. Yes, P7 from the Xerx man, the graphics god himself. Let's just watch this one. He's got the Extremist right behind him. Let's just see how they pan out. There you go. 7th for the Extremist. Xerxes. 8th for Sloth. The Extremist P9 and Callum Tyler will be 10th.
Yeah. Waiting for now for just Mikey, the Cadbury's driver, to come around.
Wow, Housey. Well, we wait. The voice is still a bit red raw. We're getting back into it. But that was a great race, of course. The full 20 started. The full 20 finished. And, fantastic.
Well, not yet. We're still waiting for the flag.
Well, come on, mate. Come on.
Mazepin just got all shot down for position. They're still racing at the back.
Sorry there. Sorry. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got a ghosted car. Who is that?
Is that all shot? I don't know. Maybe that's why he got him.
Yeah, all shots out. All shots ghosted. All shots out of the session.
That's why he got him.
And that's why he got him. And, well, there you go. Mr. Monday out of the session. No one has fuel, and they certainly don't have their Xerxes. Well, Eagle Eye Xerxes, we'll call him that one, because he noticed that, and I certainly didn't. But that was unlucky, DJ. Yes, it certainly was. Excuse me. The game gave the driver of the day to just Mikey, but you, the fans, gave it to Curtis. So,
Yep, well deserved.
Yeah, most definitely. As Peas lifts the trophy aloft again, and well, we hear how's he championship. I know it's only 2 rounds old, but starting to take a little bit of shape here in the European division. Seems to be a constant 4 or 5 up there and thereabouts. And, well, we were going to be in for a battle for the ages. But there you go. Peas, well, didn't do the Grand Slam this week, but he did get pole position. The fastest lap of the Grand Prix went to Pillars with a 1 minute 32.698. Congratulations to that man there, as we will flick right down to the bottom for the stewards to do their job, of course, and we will go on a brief pause and we'll get to these driver interviews. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. We are back with the drivers. And yes, what a great place to start with our 3rd place man. 2nd on the grid, folks. This man here did get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1 minute 32.698, which is a handy point for himself, of course. I speak of none other than VFR Pillars. Congratulations, Pills, on a great result. Better than last week, of course. And yes, P3 on the 3rd step of the dice. Well, congratulations, Pills. Well done. Great drive, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, wasn't too bad in the end, really.
Well, I'll tell you what, there was, good old sparring partners reunited. You being the Season 1 champ, Peas being the Season 2 champ, and, well, I'll tell you what there, mate, it was real intriguing to watch you boys do battle out on track. And, of course, the Swedish Checo doing his thing as well, but you didn't have to worry about him too much today. But another great drive by you, Pills, and yes, very handy for your overall points total. And as we do know, this is more of a marathon than a sprint here this particular season at Formula 4. And, well, no one else knows that other than yourself. And, well, let's just see how you fare. The
Yeah, just got to keep plugging the points in and crack on.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. That is exactly right. At the moment, where are you in the championship? At the moment, P6 with your 6th place last week, P3 this week, and it's probably going to bump you up quite a few up there in the top echelons where you belong, Pills. And great to see you back in full swing, mate. So congratulations on your 3rd place, mate. Well done. And fastest lap, of course. Well done, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Seth. Cheers, mate.
As we move to the 2nd place man, that being Droftas. And, this lad qualified 3rd. In the end, come home in P2. He was in the thick of it for the most of it with DJ and himself swapping. And, and Denge came into it as well. And, Droftas, you had your pick of the bunch there trying to make your way through. And, the job was difficult. But in the end, those track limits that the boys ahead of you got did work in your favour.
Gotta drive in the white lines.
Yeah, that's exactly right, mate. That is exactly right. And, you definitely did maximise yet again. P2 Droftas, P2. And, the new Portonian is just starting to relax those shoulders and fire up. Look at that. Him and Peas shadowing each other. Peas on top of the championship. Droftas P2 last week, P2 this week. And I tell you what, boys and girls, we are in for an absolute belter. But congratulations, Droft. That was a phenomenal drive. Talk us through that, mate. What was one of your highlights of the Grand Prix?
I don't think there was any highlights other than the end, jumping a few positions. It was just stressful being in the train. For some reason, when I boxed, I got held for 2 or 3 seconds, which meant that I undercut DJ, but he came out ahead of me or alongside me, and then he wouldn't leave me alone.
Yeah, certainly wouldn't.
Luckily, Andenge and VFR got penalties, so I jumped a few positions at the end again.
I mean, when you get punted into turn 1 by you, though, it's hard not to kind of get a warning there.
Well, if you had decent internet, you wouldn't lag everywhere, would you?
Oi, shots fired, folks. And there you go. The competition is alive and well. Well, congratulations, Droftas, on your 2nd place. The Rothmans Pot 1 driver, Droftas. As we go to P's, RELPs. Well, back-to-back victories. Didn't quite do the Grand Slam this week. He was robbed by Pillars on the fastest lap of that one. But there you go. Qualified P1. In the end, took the checkered flag. Led most of this Grand Prix. 95% of it, to be exact. And I speak of none other than Peas, the Season 2 champ. Congratulations, Peas. I tell you what, you couldn't have asked for a better start to your title defense. Well done.
Yeah, it started off well. I might have to start doing the alternate strategy so these scrubs can stop taking the fastest lap as well. But yeah, it's been good.
Oh, very good there, mate. And you've got Droftas there as well. And the top end is starting to shape up, of course. And there was a couple of battles there where you came out of that pit lane and you had to make your way back through it. And there wasn't too much of a challenge. You looked like you were definitely the man to beat at this particular Grand Prix there, Peas. Definitely had the speed and, of course, did put it on pole. So an extra couple of points heading your way as well. So, Peas, an unbelievable start to your season. Yes, of course, as we will touch on, it is more of a marathon than a sprint. But, couldn't have asked for a better start, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
There you go, folks. Now we will move to our driver of the day, and that being Mr. Curtis. And Curtis, I'll tell you what, this guy started dead last, Housey. Absolutely last. And in the end, where did he finish? He finished in 10th position, I think it was. And, great job by him. He was right up there. And at the end, I think it was fuel saving that got him. But I speak of...
Again.
Yeah, there you go. 15th in the end, and 16th in the end. Excuse me, but must have been the fuel saving. The fuel saving did catch him out because a couple of laps before the end, he was right up there in 6th position, mate. And it was a good showing. But I speak of none other than Curtis. Curtis, congratulations on driver of the day, mate. And I tell you what, you have impressed since you've come into the fold. As you can see there, started P20. Was gained the majority of the places, roughly on average about 13 in total before the last couple of laps. But congratulations on driver of the day, mate. Well done.
I feel a bit embarrassed getting driver of the day after the end.
Well, I mean,
It was voted at the time.
Yeah, the vote went in,
I
and
kind of laughed when I heard it. I laughed because it all started in qualifying. I spun off and I was at the edge of the track and I couldn't keep going forward. and it was either take 2 Cadbury's cars out or wait for them, and then it disqualified me because I didn't want to take them 2 out. So I'd start from the back, and then I put a lap under, and then there was no safety car, and I had pace. I had good pace, but
Certainly did,
at the
mate.
end, I was trying to. I think I would have got P6 in the end if I hadn't run out of fuel.
Yeah,
but
that's right. We were keeping a good eye on your progress, mate, and it was phenomenal to see the straight line speed you had. You just had great pace around here, and well, you did make the hay while the sun is shining, and you fought your way all the way up to the very top end. And yeah, as we did touch on, the driver of the day vote went out well before you ran out of fuel.
I won't be under fueling again. Never again.
There you go. I mean, take that into your own risk. But the driver of the day, Curtis, and well, to be fair, well deserved, to be honest. I mean, it was a great drive. Just the unfortunate last couple of laps or so where you were fuel saving, but nevertheless, well done on a driver of the day, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys.
Well, howsy. That is 2 rounds done here at Formula 4 Racing, and I tell you what. Well, if the first 2 rounds are anything to go by, mate, we are in for a cracking season. That was a great race. I can't believe the whole 20 finished, which is fantastic to see. We are at the Netherlands next week. Another almost like a go-kart track is the Netherlands. The Dutch boys will be wrapped. That'll be DJ and Energetics going to their home country. And, well, let's just see how the Dutch boys fare. They tend to fire up for their home Grand Prix. And I wonder if the boys will be wearing orange. But, Housey, anything else to add, mate?
No, I was going to obviously say congratulations to the lads there for all finishing the race. Absolute stunning work. Obviously, the attendance, as we touched on at the start of the stream as well, all 20 full-time drivers here and available. So that's worth crediting for. All 20 drivers finishing the race, another credit. Driver-wise, I think I'd like to give a little bit of a shout-out to Sir Young Tommy, actually. Second round with us. And another strong finish. I think 6th today, and I got a feeling it might have been 5th last week, or it might have even been 6th. But either way, there or thereabouts, Young Tommy. So Young Tommy doing a decent drive, obviously for the newbie, doing a good job there. Very impressed. Obviously, I haven't really seen too much of him before either. So yeah, been keeping my eye on him. Just Mikey doing a decent job as well in 10th place. So obviously, as all the boys do, it's hard to single out these guys for doing a good job. Because they all do such a good job week in, week out. And it's what we've come to expect.
Most definitely, Housey. But I'll tell you what, that's probably a good note to leave on. Yes, as I did touch on, we are at the Netherlands next week. The Aussie division kicks off on a Monday. Yes, on a Monday, 7:30 p.m. AEDT. And the UK or European division kicks off at 8 p.m. GMT, both on a Monday. We do hope you can hang around and stick with us and catch those streams as we bring them to you. But I'll tell you what, Xerxes is going a bit of a shout out to Jess saying, well, there you go. What was that? Excuse me, I've just lost my train of thought. Yes, our viewer of the day goes to Sunika, which is, well, the godmother of Formula 4. And there she is doing her thing. Thank you very, very much, Jess. Thank you very much, Zerx. And, well, good note to leave on this one. But I'll tell you what, Housey, what a cracking race. And we are going to sign right off. Thank you very much for watching. We are Formula 4 Racing. From us, for now, bye.